So, what is excretion? We will learn now what is excretion. Excretion is the removal of waste from our body. Excretion is the removal of waste from our body. So, what are the different waste produced in our body? The different waste produced in our body are some of the salts, excess water, carbon dioxide and nitrogenous waste like urea. So, how are these waste products removed from our body? Salts can be removed from our body through sweat. Excess of water can be removed from our body by sweating or by urine. Carbon dioxide can be respired outside, we breathe out, and the nitrogenous waste also have to be removed from our body, and it will be removed through urine. Excretion in unicellular organisms like amoeba as well as paramecium. Since they are unicellular, they are in regular contact with the surrounding medium. So, by simple diffusion, the gases like carbon dioxide can diffuse or move outside its body, and that is how they can eliminate the waste. But simple diffusion, now this simple diffusion, by means of simple diffusion in unicellular organisms, carbon dioxide can be expelled from the cell. But this is not possible in the case of multicellular organisms where the body is made up of many cells and is not in direct contact with the environment. So, that is why some specialized excretory organs are required like kidney. Excretion in human beings. In human beings, the excretory system consists of the following parts. It consists of two bean shaped kidneys on either side of our vertebral column in the pelvic area. Then the aorta branches to form artery that carries the blood containing nitrogenous waste towards the kidney, and the kidney is a filtration part. Kidney will filter the blood free of nitrogenous waste. Kidney will remove the nitrogenous waste, and the nitrogenous waste which is produced will come out through the ureter and as urine, and they get stored in the urinary bladder. Later it will be released through the urethra. The blood which is free from nitrogenous waste will be collected by the renal veins which joins to form the vena cava, and the vena cava enters the heart. So, it means that the aorta, even though they contain oxygenated blood, will have nitrogenous waste present inside it that has to be removed. So, kidneys will remove the nitrogenous waste from the aorta blood. Then the vena cava, though it is having deoxygenated blood, that blood is free from nitrogenous waste. So, it has to be, that will be taken to the heart, and from the heart that blood will go to the lungs for oxygenation. So, here I am drawing the kidneys which comprises the excretory system in human beings. There are a pair of kidneys located on either side of the vertebral column in the abdomen area, and the kidneys will produce urine which drains out through the tubes called as ureter. The urine which is coming out through the ureter will enter into the smooth muscle structure which is called as urinary bladder. The urinary bladder is made up of smooth muscles, so they can relax and contract. Urinary bladder. So, urinary bladder will store the urine for some time, and when it has to be released, it will be released through the opening which is called as urethra. Here I have drawn aorta. Aorta supplies oxygenated blood from the heart, but aorta contains blood which is having nitrogenous waste, and that has to be removed. So, the aorta will come near the kidneys and then they will branch to form the artery. So, this artery, since this artery enters the kidney and kidney is otherwise called as renal, the artery is also called as renal artery. So, by renal arteries, the blood containing nitrogenous waste enters into the kidney. Here we can see the other blood vessel which is called as vena cava. So, the blood which has been purified inside the kidneys, the blood which has been devoid of nitrogenous waste, from which nitrogenous waste has been removed, will be collected by the veins called renal vein. The renal veins will join together to form the vena cava that will go to the right atrium of the heart. This means that the veins or the vena cava, though it is having deoxygenated blood from the kidneys, it will have blood which is free of nitrogenous waste. Let us recapitulate the structure of excretory system in human beings. The human being's excretory system consists of a pair of kidneys on either side of the vertebral column in the abdomen area. The blood which is brought by the aorta contains nitrogenous waste and they will enter into the kidney by means of renal artery. The kidneys have structures called nephrons that will remove the nitrogenous waste from the blood. The blood which is free of nitrogenous waste will be collected by the renal vein that joins together to form the vena cava, and the vena cava will go towards the heart. And the waste which is formed inside the kidney along with the excess water forms the product called as urine. The waste is called as urine. The urine is drained down through the two tubes called as ureter. The ureter will bring the urine and it will be stored in the urinary bladder. Urinary bladder is muscular and when needed the urine will be released through the opening of the urinary bladder called as urethra. The next topic is how is urine produced within the kidney?